What's good with y'all, man? It's Terrio Throne. I know I ain't been, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been online for real. The reason is I've been getting my I'm in a 6-week training program right now, getting my CDL, and I've been having to drive to Birmingham every morning there and back. So I've been kind of like tied up, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that done and whatnot. But I just dropped the project I dropped the project Friday. It's called Boss Up or Else 2. If you've been following me or whatever, you already know, like, I think last year sometime I dropped the first Boss Up or Else. And the reason I dropped that Boss Up or Else was, I'm going to tell y'all a story real quick. I was in my bachelor's degree program last semester. I'm probably taking like 4 classes. And I ended up cheating or something on the test or whatever and got a 0. And the assignment was worth 300 points. And it was basically like it was hard. I was like, dang, bro, I ain't gonna be able to graduate. It's over with. Like, I'm finna just quit. I'm finna tap out. And then it's like, it was like a back and forth thing. And it was like, bro, you can either fold on this or you can boss up. You know what I'm saying? Go hard, do a little extra studying, whatever. Cause that really like messed my grade up. And we probably 3-4 weeks into the class, she gave me a flat 0. And like I said, it was worth 300 points. So to get past all that, like, I've been hearing Boss Up or Else in my head, but I was like, you know, it's just like something I would say to myself. And then that was where I had to like stamp it, like, look, we bossing up, we getting this done. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm gonna graduate in December. And lo and behold, we graduated. But that's what Boss Up or Else is about, man. It's like it's like a mantra that you say to yourself. And the reason I'm dropping the second one is because I feel like I'm in another place like that. Most times, you know, adversity cripples people. It paralyzes people when they go through adverse situations and they just give up or they throw the towel in. And those are supposed to be the times that we supposed to stand up. You see what I'm saying? We supposed to like go harder. We supposed to get tunnel vision when we, you know what I'm saying, when we hit situations like that. So that's what Boss Up or Else is about. And like I say, I'm dropping the second one because I'm I'm doing something that's way outside of the norm for me. Like, it may be easy to other people, but for me, this is like completely new. It's a whole new learning curve, and the stuff that they, you know what I'm saying, teaching us and everything is like, you know, honestly, like, I'm gonna just keep it so transparent. And it's people in there, like, you know, like they dropping like flies, like they, you know what I'm saying, they getting defeated in their head. And I'm in there and I'm telling people like, look, man, like, you know what I'm saying, this is new. Like, are you getting better than you was yesterday? You better today than you was yesterday, right? I was like, go with that. I was like, man, if y'all could only hear the conversations I'm having with myself, like, man, go hard, Terrio, you got this. Keep going, bro, you good. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that I'm telling myself. Like, we working a 10-speed manual stick shift in an 18-wheeler. Like, this is a big ass truck, and you ain't never used a stick in your life, but if you keep telling yourself I ain't gonna never get it, you're not gonna get it. And what I'm telling myself, like, it's a driver, the instructor, and then I'm sitting in the back part, and I'm like, the whole time I'm back there, I'm calm, I'm relaxed, and I'm just hyping myself up. It's already done. You already got it, bro. You did it already. It's already good. And I'll jump in the driver's seat and boom, I'm double clutching, hitting the gears. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hyping myself up already. So, but like I say, before Boss Up or Else 2 even came about, it was one of those moments for me. It was like where I started to have them thoughts that I had when I failed that tax return test or what, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you either gonna fold or you gonna boss up. Like, what you gonna do? And I use this as like, this is something that's universal. It will work all the way across the board. That's whether like you smoking weed, but you know what I'm saying, you got responsibilities and you need to stop smoking weed. That's a Boss Up or Else moment, you know what I mean? Or you the second receiver and you know you better than the other dude, or basketball, whatever it is, that's a Boss Up or Else moment. You trying to get a promotion That's a boss up or else moment. Another one too, because I relate to it, is when you in the military, you in the army, and you trying to get your rank up. Those are boss up or else moments, because if you don't take initiative and say, man, you know what, I'm finna do this, I'm finna accomplish this, it's not gonna get done. So you gotta push yourself into that moment, because like, for example, with the military, ain't nobody gonna grab your hand and take you to the board, or you got to prepare yourself for that. It's like, man, I'm an E4, I want to make E5. You got to start studying. You got to say, I'm a boss up, I'm gonna do it on my own, because you got to think too, as soon as you make rank, you get paid more money. Same, like I say, everything across the board. If you the second receiver and you want to be the first receiver, you got to work harder. You got to go harder every play. Same with basketball, baseball, all these sports. You got to go harder. You got to, you know what I'm saying, take it amongst yourself to say, I'm going to be the number one receiver. Because when you do, it ain't just about position. It's about opportunity. That's what it's all about. It's about creating more opportunities for yourself. You become the first receiver, you the go-getter. Now you got recruits at your game. You the number one point guard. It ain't about the fact that you just the number one point guard. It's the fact that you're opening more doors. You're creating more opportunities for yourself. So boss up or else works in every field. It works with everything. It works from the streets to school to the military to, you know what I'm saying, the corporate environment to everything. So that's the mindset. Boss up or else. This is like, you know what I'm saying, this is the first part of the Boss Up or Else series. You can go stream it on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. It's on all streaming platforms. And this is like that. This ain't the first Boss Up or Else. This one is a little more arrogant, confident. And I'm saying that like in a confident and a humble way. It's more because this is like that run through tackles. Like, this is that dunk on the nigga and put your nuts on their head. This is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Boss Up or Else 2 is. Because if this is all if you listen to the intro of Boss Up or Else and you hear it's Vin Diesel talking, and he talking about, you know, him being confident and him having confidence, because at one point in time that's all he had. He ain't had no money. He ain't have all these movies. All he had was his confidence. His confidence is what got him to the next level. So that's what Boss Up or Else 2 is. If you're trying to tap into something different about yourself, this is the one that you want to listen to. Not to say like, okay, I understand, you know, some people are soft to certain things, but if you soft in a certain area, ain't nothing wrong with saying you soft in that area. This is going to help you tap into that thing that you need to accomplish that next goal, because it demands something different out of you. Every time you trying to go up, it's going to demand a different type of person out of you. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying, nonchalant. If you nonchalant and you on autopilot all the time, you're going to get autopilot results. So you got to put your brain into manual. You know what I'm saying? Put your brain into a stick. You have to intentionally put certain things in your mind. You have to intentionally do things to get to the next level. You can't just say, I want to go to the next level, but you're not training, you're not, you know what I'm saying, shifting your own gears. And that's what it's about. Like I say, man, Boss Up or Else 2 is out right now. You can stream it on all platforms. The link is in the description. Keep going hard. Keep being the best version of yourself. Keep growing. Keep elevating. Don't forget, you the greatest thing to ever happen to this earth. You a genius and you a rich one.